You guys, some Scottish Duck here once again. Right, I took a little bit of a break from the recording and the uploading of the collection updates. Usually, as I've been going with this, I'll upload one and do one a night. That's kind of been my routine. I fell out of it, but now we're back. So, I figured that tonight we could finish off the Nintendo console collection. You know, still got to do the handhelds, oh shit. But yeah, we already got through the Wii U, which was brilliant because that's like one of my biggest collections that I've got. Now onto the Wii U, a console which, you know, again, it annoys me. I ranted about this in the Wii Collection video. I think I did anyway. Because we're in such like a hot time for Nintendo right now, Nintendo fans are very okay with looking back on Nintendo's mistakes and being like, oh yeah, they were way out of it back then. When I just look back and I'm like, no, there was good stuff. There was good stuff in the Wii U era of Nintendo. There was a lot of, like, not great stuff, I will concede to that, but there was a lot of good stuff as well, and I don't want to just, like, bury that and ignore it or whatever. So, hopefully I can do some convincing with my collection update here, and we'll see how many of them are now Switch ports. So, yeah. One thing to say about Nintendo during the Wii U era was they loved to release boxes, okay? Here's Smash Brothers for the Wii U. Comes with like the GameCube adapter in this one, and is without question my favourite Wii U game till this day, okay? Even Smash Ultimate has not yet scratched the same has not like hit the same spot as this one did, okay? Like this just came in the right moment for me. And I do want to get into Smash Ultimate more than I currently am, but I need people to play with, damn it. You know, people who will come over to my place and play with me. The people who I would usually do it with this game, we haven't had a chance to do it with Smash Ultimate yet. So, for that reason, this right here is still currently my favourite Smash game. 100%. So, yeah, Smash for Wii U. We'll just go for all the boxes first, shall we? Now, this right here, this is like... if I have to keep, like, one Wii U game, if I have to, like, get rid of my entire collection, and I can only keep one, it's this. Because this is, without a doubt, the rarest thing that I own for the Wii U. Project 05 Maiden of the Black Water, also known as Project 05, also known as Fatal Frame 5. We've been over this already. But yeah, the game came out at the end of the Wii U lifespan, the Wii U's lifespan, blah, and in America was digital only, which really sucked, and we got, over here it was digital only as well, but we got a very limited run of this collector's edition that comes with the game. I believe it comes with like a steelbook as well. I can't actually remember what comes with. Here we go. Comes with like the game, the steelbook, an art book, some spirit photographs, and a double-sided poster. Which, no, I don't want to put it up. I'll preserve it. But yeah, love this series to death. And to me, this represents this is a very important part of the Wii U's history. To me, I think a lot of people would disagree with that because the Wii U was almost made to do a game like this, a game where you use a camera, you know, with the Wii U gamepad. And it's like, if this game hadn't existed, or something like Pokemon Snap 2 or whatever, it would have been such a wasted opportunity. Even though the game does have flaws, right? There's definite flaws to it. I still love it to death, the fact that it exists, and yeah, I do enjoy it a lot, so yeah. Should breeze through these quicker, sorry. Here we have Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, the big box that comes with the Wolf Link amiibo, and I put my game in the wrong way there. That doesn't look very aesthetically pleasing now, does it? But yeah, this is a fucking shite port, okay? Like, this came out when Nintendo clearly just wanted to throw something out there for the Wii U, you know, to keep it above the water. They did not put near as much care into this as they did the Wind Waker HD port that they did, because they outsourced it to some like developer that doesn't even make most HD ports, and yeah, it kind of shows. I mean, it even has like frame rate drops that weren't in the GameCube and the Wii version, so it's like, why would you even play this? So can't recommend that, okay? At least if you're a bit of a purist like I am, can't recommend it. Right, here's Wii Party U. I don't even know why I own this. Well, it was probably for the extra Wii remote. I just wanted a Wii remote, so I got that. Don't think I've even actually played it. Super Mario Maker, I don't think I didn't get into this as much as I wanted to, but I definitely did play like quite a few tracks, downloaded them, tried it out, realised that it was way in over my head and gave up. But this is an important game, I think. I think Nintendo should revisit this in some way. Like, they ported it to the 3DS, and I don't know how you could port it to the Switch. I'm sure if there's a way to do it, they would have discussed it by now. But yeah, an important game for definite. Super Mario Maker. Okay. Now, this one is like cheating a fair bit. Okay, but I always like to include it in my Wii U games rather than my Wii games. This is Rodea the Sky Soldier, and the reason it's cheating is because this particular version of it comes with the Wii version and the Wii U version. Supposedly the game was 100% complete for the Wii for years before it finally picked up a publisher. It's made by Yuji Naka as well, and it definitely has like a Knights-esque feel to it in my opinion. It's really a joy to play, I felt. At least the Wii version is. The Wii U version, not so much. So, yeah, I know, again, it's cheating, but I like to include it there anyway, so, yeah. Bayonetta 1 and 2, we have our first Switch port! Is it the first Switch port? Yes, it is. Yeah, both games are now on the Switch, probably the best place to play them now. Possibly, I can't remember, is this even like... This may be the worst version. No, the worst version of Bayonetta 1 is the fucking PS3 version, without a doubt. But yeah, this is where obviously I played Bayonetta 2 for the first time, and I love the game, Bayonetta 1, I'll definitely be playing it on PC whenever I want to replay it again, but yeah, Bayonetta 1 and 2, this is a really nice thing to have. What does this one come with? Oh, it's just the two games. I thought it was a steelbook or something. Okay, and then we have a Lego City Undercover. Not only did this become a Switch port, but it's on PS4 and 360. PS4 and Xbox One, my bad. And yeah, this was like one of the first big Wii U exclusives, so I think a lot of people kind of picked it up for that reason alone. And it's alright. It's alright. And then my last box here, Xenoblade Chronicles X. I've really grown to appreciate this game in recent years. When it first came out, obviously it was less story-driven than the previous Xenoblade game, and people kind of looked down on it because of that, but I don't know, I feel like as a game, it just like checked all the right boxes and was a blast to actually play, Maybe I can look back and say that more because I really wasn't the biggest fan of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but whatever. I wouldn't say no to a fucking... Switch port of this, although I don't think Monolith's really that fussed about it themselves, but whatever. At least we got this Wii U game. So okay, and you can see me piling them up in shot. Hopefully I don't knock them over. So let's go on to the loose game, shall we? Okay. Oh dear. Paper Mario Color Splash. I did pick this up. I gave it a chance. I tried to like it. Definitely better than Sticker Star. But yeah. What everybody says about it, I agree, basically. Oh look, a Switch port. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, one of my absolute favourite Wii U games. I do have the Switch version as well, which is technically better, but I fell in love with it here first, so yeah, that's a nice one to have. Oh god. Wonderful 101, early Wii U era right here, and a fucking fantastic game on top of that, okay? This is an actual Hideki Kamiya game, the director of Bayonetta and all that. And yeah, it's like, people talk about this game, but they talk about it in such a like unfortunate tone because it really does suck how little of an impact this game had, mainly because of the fucking console it was on, And it's so good, it really is so good, guys. I cannot recommend what if you've never played Marvel 101, you have access to a Wii U, do play it, it's superb. Another Switch port, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Fucking phenomenal. I love this game, genuinely. I've not picked it up on Switch because I don't like the way that the controls are handled on the Switch, looking at gameplay and all that. I much prefer playing this on the Wii U gamepad. But yeah, I love this game. It's so adorable and it's so fun to play. Yeah, big thumbs up for me. Here we go. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. Now you see this is how you do a fucking HD port, okay? This has rendered the other, like, versions of Wind Waker, well, the GameCube version I should say, completely obsolete. There's absolutely no reason to play it when you can play this, okay? I really wouldn't say no to like a sort of compilation of old Zelda games for the Switch or something, you know, like maybe upscale the 3DS ports of Ocarina and Majora's Mask, put those on the Switch, put this on the Switch, give us a decent version of a... Well, actually, Skyward Sword was rumoured to maybe be coming to the Switch, which I guess would work because you'd have to have one of the Joy-Cons to be the sword. I don't know, but I wouldn't say no to that either, so yeah, we'll see, shall we? Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, yes, I own this. Does not make me that mad. I haven't played it that much, don't think I even got past like the first like temple level thing that you're in. But I don't know, I don't need to play it, it's a fucking spin-off and it's shit, so yeah, I just own it. That's all I have to say. Yoshi's Woolly World, good. Wouldn't say I fell massively in love with it, but not gonna whack it. It's a really good 2D platformer. So. Right, here I have New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi U. They're on the Switch now, and this is another one where pretty much my opinion is the same as everyone else's. I'll leave it at that. Marvel Lego Superheroes. You know, I don't remember exactly why I picked this up. I think I was becoming a bit of a comic book nerd at the time, and obviously, friggin' Avengers at the time. When did this come out again? Must have been fairly early Wii U. But yeah, I don't hate the Lego games, just haven't played that many of them. And the thing that I remember most about this game was the skydiving theme. Guys, YouTube Marvel Superheroes skydiving theme. It's a fucking epic piece of music. Way more epic than it has any right to be, okay? There's your good tip for the day, or whatever. Here's something else that... You know what? This may actually be my most rarest Wii U game. Devil's Third, yes. I can't be arsed explaining the history of this game here, but I will say, it's alright. I don't hate it. I would play it again, if I'm honest, so it's nice to have. Mario Kart 8, Switch port, you've all played it. Pokken Tournament, Switch port, still in its cellophane, so yeah, never really did play it. There's not really any point in playing it now. If I was gonna, I'd get it on Switch and all that, but still nice to have it here. Right, Shovel Knight, also in the cellophane. Now, I bought this, right, because to me it was such a big deal at the time that Shovel Knight got a physical version. Now, you look at that now, and considering there's like so many different versions, so much DLC for Shovel Knight, and it's on like every platform, it's on like Switch and that now, it seemed like kind of weird for me to like jump on it like that at the time, but I did, so I got it here. I don't think I've ever actually even beaten Shovel Knight. I got really far, but I've never played it all the way through. I feel quite bad for that, but yeah, I got it physically anyway. Another one in a cellophane. Fuck's sake, Donald, did you actually play the Wii U? Mario Party 10, actually, this one's not that good. From what I've heard, I can't say I've played it. Resident Evil Revelations, I only played this on the 3DS when it first came out, which I really enjoyed it on the 3DS, but clearly Capcom saw a lot of potential in it because they ended up porting it to everything, PS3, 360, Wii U, and I think it's on like PS4 Switch. Yeah, it's on Switch. I think it's on PS4 and Xbox One now. I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah. Resident Evil Revelations, good game. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. My number one pick for a fucking Switch port that doesn't exist yet. Honestly. This is a really, really good RPG. It's a Shin Megami Tensei game that is weeb as fuck, and I will always say that. It is so weebish. But, you know, it doesn't like bother me because the game is such a good RPG on top of that, you know, and that's not easy for me. I am so cynical when it comes to games like this that lay on the weeb factor way too much, and it's almost to an adorable extent, you know. It's like they break like every weeb trope and cliche in the fucking book, you know, but the game itself is just so good. So yeah, Switch port, fucking make it happen. Why not? Kirby and the Rainbow Paintbrush. I think it's called Kirby and the Rainbow Curse in America. But yeah, was a pretty good game. You know, not mainline Kirby, obviously. It was just sort of like drawn the gamepad and stuff. So clearly a budget title, but it was a good one. I had fun with it. Rayman Legends. Remember when this was going to be a Wii U exclusive, and Ubisoft was like, nope, bail out. But out of principle, I still picked it up on the Wii, and it is really good. I think I prefer Rayman Origins, but I like Rayman Legends. Nintendo Land. I think everybody's got this one. It was a really good game, really good concept that they never really went anywhere with, sadly. So, yeah. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. I heard that this was maybe going to be like quite good when I bought it, and it's I didn't beat it anyway. I'll say that much. So yeah. Here we have Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I originally was going to pick this up on Wii U. I got it on launch on Wii U, and I remember it was hell of a day because it was like the day after launch, and I knew that this was being posted to my parents' house, you know, because that's where I got my games delivered to at the time. But I still do to this day. But yeah, I was like, I was told by my dad before I actually got to the house. It's like, oh, Donald, do you want to go buy a Switch? And I'm like, no, because I committed to myself not to be a first day buyer of the Switch, you know, just out of principle, because I was slightly burned by the Wii U, and I thought, no, I'll wait for other games to come out. I can play Zelda on the Wii U, no problem. And he was like, no, I'll put some money towards it for you. We'll go get a Switch. And he twisted my arm a little, and I was like, fine, let's go get a fucking Switch. And we got a Switch with Breath of the Wild, and I played Breath of the Wild so much on the Switch, it was amazing. But then I became one of those unfortunate I became one of those people that had fucking syncing issues with Joy-Cons, so I ended up going really in the huff and returning the Switch. And I started Breath of the Wild all over again on the Wii U, which was a bit gutting at the time, but it didn't take me long to get back into it. So I've since picked up my Switch again and replayed Breath of the Wild on there. But I think I got all the shrines on the Switch. I didn't get all the shrines on this one. But this is where I first played Breath of the Wild, and it's a good version of it. Slight frame rate drops in places, but still a good version of the game, so it's nice to have that for sure. Splatoon, didn't get into it as much. I definitely preferred the sequel a lot, but was definitely a surprise hit for the Wii U for sure. You know, did a lot better than I think a lot of people expected it to, so yeah, I respect it. Pikmin 3, this isn't a Switch port yet, surprisingly. But yeah, it's Pikmin. Really good Pikmin. Probably, maybe the best Pikmin. I think so. I'm not the biggest Pikmin guy, but this is maybe the one that I enjoyed the most, maybe. Hyrule Warriors, this is a Switch port. It's alright. Super Mario 3D World, wasn't the biggest fan. Again, what most people say about it, I typically agree. Speaking of games that I didn't enjoy that much, yeah, Sonic Lost World. They clearly tried, okay? They tried with this game. They wanted to do something different. You can see the effort that they put into it. You really can. But it just didn't come together well. Okay, there's a lot more effort and care in this game than there is Sonic Forces. Okay, that's a discussion for another time. But yeah, Sonic Lost World. I can't say I'm a fan, sadly. Star Fox Zero, I'd say this was worse, honestly. Fucking hell, I remember trying to play this game, and yeah, I was just like, again, my opinion pretty much matches everybody else's. Fuck controlling this thing, you just can't do it. Zombie U, Ubisoft, near the launch of the Wii U. Don't think I really got very far in it. Monster Hunter 3, this was also near the launch of the Wii U. I didn't get very far in it. I also have this on the Wii as well, and I bought the game several times with the hopes of getting into it properly, but I've never done that with a Monster Hunter game since. And the last game I have, Mario and Sonic. It was nothing. What else was I going to fucking buy on the Wii U, okay? It was just there, and I was like, okay, let's go for it. And didn't play too much of that either. And that's Wii U, okay? bigger than I thought. Like, bigger than, like, considering how many people dog on the Wii U now. Dog on the Wii U, did I really just use that? You know, it's like, I feel like my collection's fairly sizable, you know? So, yeah, that's that, guys. I'm going to do a quick once-over around my room to make sure I didn't miss out any games, because I probably did. So, yeah. See you after. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.